Boker Tov. Isaac Miracles here and Jordan Benisti with another edition of SCOT Shared Conversations with Truth, and we are learning Or Tzaddik, the light of the Tzaddik or the light of the righteous.
I love it.
Let's do it together.
Okay.
Shall we?
Sure.
Ha'ikav hua emunah. The essential or the most important is faith. וצריך כל אחד לחפש את עצמו עם אמונתו שלמה. Every single person has to pay attention, has to לחפש את עצמו, search within himself. עם אמונה שלמה, if he has full faith, ולחזק את עצמו, and to encourage himself באמונה תמיד. So faith is not just believing. It sounds like faith is also encouraging yourself internally, which is a novelty to a certain degree.
Yeah.
You would think you're either a believer or you're not. No, faith encompasses a search. It also encompasses strengthening and encouragement, what I would call self-encouragement. Through the blemish of faith, so an incomplete faith, ba'im makot muflaot she'en mu'olim lahem. Wow. Through an incomplete faith comes some sort of a makot, like I guess like some sort of a like a hit or something, right? Like a punishment. Muflaot she'en mu'olim lahem, that there nothing's gonna help. Lo rifuot, no type of healing. Lo tefillah, no prayer. Velo zchut avot. Okay, this is based on a certain lesson of Rabbi Nachman. I recognize it here. So
just to clarify,
yeah,
we're talking about emunah in general, emunah of Hashem, emunah of tzaddik, emunah.
We're talking about faith in general. Ha'ikar hu emunah, and basically we're trying to see how it plays out. He says now there's a type of blemished faith that no matter what you do, in other words, you're going to get sick because of this blemished faith, a blemished faith, and no medicine, no prayer, or no zchut avot, which is literally your ancestors and their merits is gonna help you. Now that seems to be shocking. That's going to be quite shocking. Why? Why is it shocking? Because usually prayer is the antidote for a lack of faith.
Yeah.
How could you tell me now that no amount of prayer is going to help now with faith? So let's go. Every single medicine or remedy, if you will, come through the grass or herbs, as Rabbi Nachman says, and they only grow because of faith. גם עיקר כל הרפואה שיש בכל עשב ועשב הוא על פי הסדר שיש לעשבים הזרעים לפי המקום הזמן. So it says over there, I believe the Gemara, the Midrash talks about this, that every single grass has an angel, and the angel is praying that the grass should grow, this type of idea. So you see that the herbs themselves are infused with faith, okay? היינו, לקצורתם במקום הראוי. In other words, to be able to cut them in the right place, in the right time, it seems like. וכשגדלים באותו המקום, and when they grow in the place, יש להם כוח לרפות, ולא כשגדלים במקום אחר. Okay, when they grow in the right place, they have the power, the remedy to heal the person, but if they grew in another place, it wouldn't work necessarily. By the way, all the basis of medicine originally came from herbs.
Yeah.
Everything. Today, it's all chemicals, but at the most basic, it came from herbs. You have to cut them in the right time. כי יש עשב שכל כוחו להרפות הוא כשקוצרים אותו עד שלא הביש שלי שלו לאחר. Okay, there's a type of herb that you got to cut it, if you will. I think in the third of it. I think that's what he's saying. וכן יש עשב שכל כוחו להרפות רק כשנגמר עד שנופל מאליו ולא קודם. There's another type of herb that it only takes its potency, if you will, is only
when it falls by itself.
When it falls by itself. So you see there's different types of methods of how these herbs and these medicines come about. But where's Rabbi Nachman trying to take us? Let's see. על ידי אמונה נעשה סדר הזרעים. Through faith, you create the order of zra'im, is all growth. לקצותם, to cut, במקומם ובזמנם, to cut them at the right time, הראוי, כדי שיהיה להם כוח לרפות. Because the herbs, they do have a potency to heal people, except they need to be cut at the right time. But now when you have a blemished faith, when faith is blemished, קוצרים אותם הזרעים עצמן לרפואות, אבל שלא במקום ובזמנם ראוי. You cut them not in the right time and not at the right place. על כן אין להם כוח להרפות. They have no potent power to heal. גם עיקר התגאלות זכות האבות, and even the merit of ancestors לזכות לרפואה בזכותם, הוא גם כן רק על ידי אמונה. And even when you have, holy grandfathers or this type of idea, it only happens when you have true faith. But when you have blemished faith, even that won't help. גם עיקר מה שמועלת התפילה לפעול בקשתו, even when you pray, it seems like it's not going to work either. Now, Rabbi Nachman is not giving us despair here. He's not giving us Yeush. He's telling us that there was a type of blemished faith where these three elements no longer come into play. So how do we fix it? הוא גם כן רק על ידי אמונה. So now, גם על ידי נפילת אמונה, through the falling of faith, אין מועיל לחולה כל צעקה של אח ugenichot, and even screaming. And when Rabbi Nachman talks about sighing, שלפעמים מרחמים עליו מן השמיים על ידי זה, על ידי נפילת האמונה, גם זה אין מועיל. And even this does not help. Okay, this is a קיצור ליקוטי מורן that we just read on Torah Hey. It's a very long lesson. Now, of course, there is a rectification of this.
Yeah, because it ends without a rectification.
Yeah, well, it's just a summary. It's a little piece. The concept is we have to know that we need to have העיקר אמונה. We have to have a complete faith. A complete faith. We also have to know that chaz v'shalom, if a person has a sickness and he's been trying to go for doctors and he's going for this person and that person and he sees it's nothing working, it could be that he has this blemished faith and that he has to search very hard. I mean, for today's lesson, we're just going to tell them to go look into Torah Hey Tinyana, the second part of Rabbi Nachman's book, and look at that whole lesson, because it gives the rectification on how to fix this. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with Tikkun HaMishpat, which is the rectification of judgment, but it's a much longer subject. B'ezrat Hashem, the main thing that we want to tell our SCOT listeners today is that the main thing is faith, having faith in Hashem, having faith in yourself, and having faith in the tzaddik.